Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading, so aspects of it may apply to you, or it could apply to someone else in your life currently. So your first area of interest is the third house. So this is the house of communication. It's normally ruled by Mercury. So all forms of communication are important in this house. So this can be written, verbal, even body language. Any sort of documents or contracts fall in under this house. Also short journeys, local journeys can come in. And the communication can be perhaps you waiting for news to come in, or you having to give news, to communicate certain important things to others, whether that's others immediately around you or within your workplace or whatever your sphere of interest is, or it could be to a wider audience. It can also be to specific people in your circles. So this can be general relatives. It can also be siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, as I say, general relatives, but it can also be neighbors that can also come in under the third house as well. So your astrological guidance coming up for that is Saturn return age, and the goddess guidance is Ostara, fertility. So it seems to be a theme in general here at the moment, is that with this Saturn return card, Saturn usually does a revolution twice in somebody's life. Sometimes it can be 3, but it's normally twice, because it takes about 29 years before it comes back around to the same spot it started at in your chart at the time of birth. So 29 and then around about 58. Normally those are the times when it can have its influence. But what it's saying, it doesn't matter what age you are at this point. The return energy is all about wisdom and maturity, and applying that to your current circumstances. So this could be like hindsight, looking back, even if it was just last year or the year before or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it is, whatever it's appropriate for you. It's kind of looking back and having a really realistic view, analysis of what has worked and what hasn't for you. So for some people that are more mature, this can be looking back, and it's the could have, should have, would have card. So it's kind of there may be some regret, there may be some disappointment there, but it's looking at it and going, well, I should have used my time better. I should have done this, or I could have done that, or maybe I was meant to do this, or maybe I was meant to do that. Whatever it is, it's kind of looking at the pieces of your life and trying to work out what has worked and what you can use now. But it really is applying understanding and maturity at this time. So it's your wisdom. And don't underestimate that, because where you were last year is not where you are this year, and you will have gained a tremendous amount in that time. So what this card has a gift in it, and what it does is it actually gives you the opportunity, the clarity to look at your circumstances and release and redirect. So you release the energy that you have been putting into specific areas in your life, or specific things that you've been doing in your life, and whatever hasn't been working for you, or didn't pan out, or perhaps you didn't handle well, whatever the circumstances are, you get the opportunity now to redirect your energy into something that is going to be better for you. You've really got a unique opportunity with this card. So yes, it may be difficult it's kind of reap what you sow. So yes, you may have been in difficult situations before. You did the best you could. You need to move on, but take your wisdom and your understanding with hindsight and apply it to your current circumstances, but do it in an empowered way. The empowerment is what this card will do for you. So what it will do, it will help you to give you the clarity so that you can redirect your energies for where you are now and where you need to be going in whatever direction. So, I'll give you an example. Possibly you've had a family and all your energies went into raising your family, and you never really got to do the things you feel you should have done, or you let things slip. And now the opportunity comes where you've now got the opportunity to actually direct your energy into something which is going to be beneficial for you. So this is taking responsibility for your own goals, your own hopes, your own dreams, your own wishes, and moving forward with that, having the strength to do that. It's about being authentic. Your true authentic self starts to come out when this card is really working on you. And it's a case of, well, you know what, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I want to do, this is what I need to do now, and then you move forward with that. So it may feel difficult, it may feel sort of almost like there may be some loss involved, or disappointment. As I said, you may be looking at things and thinking, gee, I should have handled that better, or whatever it may be. Now, because it's appearing in your third house, this could be something you said, or a situation that you perhaps handled in the past, which you're now getting a second chance to redirect that. Or it's the opportunity to address something from the past that should have been dealt with properly. You've got more wisdom, you've got more understanding now. You're older, more mature, whatever it may be. It could also be something to do with a contract or a document, something that you now get a chance to redirect. Perhaps you're going to be undertaking something new. It could be a course of study, a new course of study, something that you really want to do that is close to your heart, and not what is going to please others. Do what is right for you at this time. Be authentic, feel empowered, and redirect your energy accordingly. So that's very, very important at this time. The third house, as I said, covers all of documents, contracts, everything to do with written form. So it's also you actually saying what it is you need to say and getting everything written and verbally down. It may be something you have to say to others. It could be to certain family members. It can also be to various other types of family members who, general relatives and so on, even a neighbor, whatever, something needs to be addressed in some way. And it may involve something from the past, which is now coming back for review. The goddess guidance that you have is Ostara, fertility. So going in with the third house and with the Saturn return, it's saying that it's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So it's going with what I said earlier, that with Saturn return, you get a unique opportunity to actually go full circle, to actually go, to take up something or follow something which is better suited to you now, or perhaps something that you feel you should have done before. So it's like you get a second chance, an opportunity to try something new, or to try something that you feel you would have liked to have done had you been younger, or or a different time in your life, or just something from the past which is coming back around, and it's you're applying your wisdom and understanding to the situation now to move you forward. So with the Ostara card, it normally is associated with Easter, but it's any time when the light is brightening. So this is normally around springtime, or when the sunlight is brighter. So depending on where you are in the world, that could be happening right now, or for some of you it could be happening sort of later, slightly later in the year, more September period, or the advent of spring. So it's new beginnings, new opportunities, and to start something new, or a new project, or to initiate something. But you're going to be applying the wisdom and the understanding which you have gained through your life or through the last few years, to make it, to put down really good, strong foundations for your future, because that's what it's about. It's about building a really good future for yourself and it's coming out in the third house. So this could be contract or document related, as I said, or it could be communication based. It could also be that you're receiving news. As I said, some news could be coming in for you right now, which you've been waiting for, and then you can apply whatever your situation, you can apply to that to move yourself forward. So just see how that plays out for you. But the opportunity is, it's a very fertile time now for you to be trying new things or moving things forward for yourself. The second house of interest is the 4th house. This is the house of home. In fact, you have the 4th house and the 10th house in your chart this month, which is the fourth house and the 10th house are opposite each other. So this deals with everything to do with home, and the 10th house deals with everything to do with outside of home. So the two often are influenced. One influences the other. So with 4th house, this is the house of home. So this is your physical home, your actual structure, or it could be where you are currently residing. It can also be the atmosphere in the home, the people in your home, everything to do with your home life. And it's also to do with roots. So this is your family, your foundation, your ancestry, your ethnic identity, where you've come from. It's your relationship with that. So for some people, they have a very strained relationship with their family, their roots, their foundation, their ethnic identity. And for others, it's very, very strong. They have a very strong ancestral line, and they're very well connected to their families. Each one has its fors and against. So you'll have to just see how this applies to you. But everything to do with the home and your family is coming up. Now you have a very positive card coming in for you. This is the North Node, Life's Purpose. So this is the card of positive karma. So this is really like doors opening for you. It's a yes card. It's a turning point. It's an epiphany, some kind of realization, but it's like the doors are opening for you. And all the karma that you've gathered over lifetimes or even during this life, the positive karma goes in with you. And it really is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. It's a forward motion. It's a wonderful opportunity to move yourself forward, to actually make great progress, great strides. So it really is a destiny card. It's a fate card. So whatever is coming for you in the 4th house is meant for you. It's very much supportive of you at this time. So it could be that you're perhaps purchasing a new home, or you're rebuilding a home, or you are building a home, or you are changing home, or you are having a realization about your home life or your family. You could be receiving a lot of support at this time in your home or from your family. You could be having a new person coming in, or some sort of change within your home life, somebody leaving, somebody new coming in, some sort of shift going on. But it's a very positive card. There will be changes and they will be swift, but these are positive changes. And you've got, you've got all your, as I said, your positive karma is coming with you. It can also be the rising of karmic support. So this can be specific people around you who are going to support you at this time. Or it could be your soul tribe, people who you have a very good or deep soul connection with. And they don't necessarily have to be family related or somebody that you're married to or anything like that. It can actually be somebody that you just hit it off with, somebody that you immediately feel very comfortable with. It could be somebody who's coming to help you with your home, or the purchase of a home, or the building of your home, or just something. It's a soul tribe, somebody coming in to assist you at this time. And you're going to get a lot of support and guidance from them, possibly, or just help in moving things forward. So it's like your soul tribe coming in, or it could be your karmic inheritance from a family point of view. So they could be rallying around at this time to support you, and it could be a little bit of a surprise to you. You could have not expected this, actually. So just see how this plays out for you. But it's usually positive, supportive karma, and it's the yes card. It's the moving forward card, doors opening card, some sort of abundance. It's like the some sort of doorway chapter has opened for you now, and it's like your future. This is where you're meant to be. Right place, right time. That's what this card is about. So the goddess guidance at the top of that is Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. So what this card is saying to you is that do not second guess yourself. If you are procrastinating about something, it's time to take action now. You know what to do. Your inner wisdom has already told you what to do. And so it's about acting on that now. And so any nudges, any intuitions that you've had, your inner wisdom, and that just needs a bit of meditation or a bit of contemplation, time in nature, sometimes time spent with family members or friends or people who are very close to you. Time spent with them can bring you clarity and perspective and so on. But ultimately, your own inner wisdom, your own inner GPS is what you should be listening to at this time. So follow your inner guidance. It's already telling you what to do. It's clear the steps you need to take, and so put your energy in that direction to bring about whatever it is you need to in this fourth house, and with the North Node card coming in. It's a destiny card. Whatever you're doing in this house at this time is purposeful. It's purposeful for you. There's a destiny, a sort of a fate attached to it as well. But it's positive karma, and you're just being reminded that your inner wisdom has already told you or already knows what to do, and you just simply have to follow those steps. So stop second guessing, stop procrastinating if that is what you have been doing, and move forward now. As I said, the opposite house of the fourth house is the 10th house. The 10th house is everything to do with your career. It's also your fame, your reputation, and your public status. So you could be changing your public status at this time, or something may have changed. It depends on really where you are in your life, but it's everything to do with the world outside home. So it's your world outside of your actual home life. So when you leave home and you go out into the world, it's what you meet there. And for many people, that's a career, or your as I said, your public standing, who you are to others. When they look at you, who do they see? So in some cases, it can be also authority figures. So this can be an authority figure in your life. Perhaps it's a guru or a mentor or a father figure, just somebody who has authority, who has wisdom, who has the ability to guide you perhaps, or to give you structure at this time. And you've got the earth element card coming in, so structure is coming in for you. It could be that, or it could be an authoritative institution which you are dealing with at this time. This can be government, this can be legal, or it can be the police or the military, something like that. Something very structured, and you're getting insight into that, or perhaps you're changing profession and going into that situation. Sorry about the dogs barking. But so it's an opportunity to explore this house from that point of view. It could also be your reputation perhaps is changing, or you're now stabilizing things. As you'll see here, the earth element card is coming up for you, and you've also got Sikh, quiet time. So I feel what this is saying to you at this time is that things are starting to stabilize for you now. So you could be have been through a bit of a tumultuous period, and it's saying to you that in this house things are going to start stabilizing. But what you do need to be careful of with this card is that you do not get stuck in an old mindset, or a very fixed mindset about things. And being a Scorpio, that can happen. Being a fixed sign, that can happen. So it's almost like a fear of change, or a fear of doing something differently. But a decision is required in this house. So action is required, and that it's saying to you, do not be afraid to take steps in a new direction, to try new things. Because sometimes you can get so entrenched in an old mindset, or even an old-fashioned view, or somebody else's view of life. It's almost like programming. You get stuck in that, and you're unable to move from that forward into your own space, your own authenticity, which is what the Saturn card was saying to you earlier. You've got to get in touch with your authentic self now. And you may have to communicate that with others at this time, and be very clear about what it is you want to say and what you want to do. And you need to get it down. You need to be clear. So don't be afraid to try new things or do new things. But there is a certain amount of, with the Sikh quiet time card coming in, there's a certain amount of contemplation that is required at this time before you take your steps. So, it's saying that there is stability coming in for you, and that you may be able to just take a breather now. With the earth element, it's also, as I said, it's an earthy card. Spend time in nature, very, very important. And if you've got a garden or access to a garden, sit on the earth or spend time, with your hands in the soil. Get to grips with your own groundedness. You need to be grounded, and this will help. This card is going to help you do that. It will help you ground your energy, which you need to do at this time. But you don't want to get so grounded that you are overly heavy and unable to move or change or try new things. So it's also about comfort and stability and foundations, laying all of that for yourself going forward in this house. So it brings in that practical, methodical, not too unconventional, but certainly movement is required, action is required, but it's almost like moving steadily forward, on the path of success, but it will take a little bit of time. This is not a quick fix energy. It's an earthy element, so it's more fixed, it's slower, but because it's slower, you've got time to put things in place, and therefore the foundation should be strong, which is what you're trying to do with this house. What it's saying is seek quiet time, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate and contemplate. So as I said, contemplation is required, and it seems to me that you have been through a bit of a tumultuous time, or been through a lot of changes, or just shifts and movement, and with the stability coming in this house, you're going to perhaps have a bit of an opportunity now to just spend some time, quiet time. Take time out at this juncture. Take time out to spend time in contemplation, to meditate, to think about what it is you want. And your inner wisdom is there for you as well. You need to contemplate your career versus your home life, and there's certain things you need to say, or certain things you need to initiate from a document point of view. You could be purchasing new property, or you could be moving. So some quiet time is just required now to just ruminate and think before you act. Give yourself that grace period to do that. And if you need to go and sort of pray or meditate or just spend quiet time in nature, then do that. Do whatever you need to do to give yourself that time to contemplate your next steps. Your inner wisdom already knows, but there may be some practical considerations which you need to take at this time. Follow your inner guidance, but take some time out just to think about that, and go within and be with yourself, and think about and follow your feelings about what it is you really want to do with your life now, because you may have got to the point where you really you've got the opportunity now to do what suits you, to move forward on things which you actually want to do. So it's being authentic, listening to your inner guidance, and aligning your future for what is right for you at this time. And that is going to take a little bit of quiet time and a bit of peace and some contemplation. At the bottom of the astrological deck, we have another communication card coming in, air element, communicating. So this is everything to do with communication. Again, it's coming up. You had the third house, which is the house of communication. So you may be waiting for something to come in, some kind of information or news. It could also be gossip. So just be careful with that, because that can backfire on you badly, getting involved in that. All right. But it seems to me that you may be waiting on news. Or you may have to make an announcement or talk to others or network. It could be technological communication that you need to do at this time as well. You could be doing a lot of emailing back and forth, or using different types of communication or media platforms at this time. So it's everything to do with communication, everything to do with technology. There's a science element, there's a science fiction element to this as well. That may all be coming in for you. It also covers air travel, usually sort of distance travel, where you're going to a mountainous area or higher area, or traveling over mountains, whatever. So the air, the height is there. This is not a quick flip. This is something a little bit more that requires more planning. something fairly significant for you as well. And it may be appropriate for your career or for something else that you're busy working on at this time. It's also the card of manifestation. So again, with the Seek card and following your inner wisdom and then starting new projects, you want to be doing this properly. So think positive, speak positive about yourself and about others and about your situation as well. Positive, 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 upbeat. You know, if you can't think of anything positive to say, rather keep quiet. And have a sort of a general response which you can give when you really are not feeling that at the moment. So, but it really is whatever you think and whatever you say is going to manifest, especially if you're dwelling on things. You know, think before you act is coming in. Think things through, weigh it up, pros and cons and so on. This card is also about that. Air element is a very mental element. So there's a certain amount of weighing up that needs to be done, but manifestation is going to be very important for you, and it's prevalent right now. So, you know, you really need to think positive, speak positive about yourself and about others or about your situation, and that is what you will manifest. So the air element card is very much about that, but your words are going to be very, very important, and you need to express what it is you want, what it is you expect at this time, to be clear. And to bring about the solid foundation which all these other cards are leading you to now. And you've got a unique opportunity because you have the North Node with you as well. Finally, the bottom of the Goddess deck is Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So it's exactly that. Whatever has been troubling you, or what you've been praying about or asking for, whatever you have been sending out has been heard, has been taken note of. But what you need to do is just let go of control right now. Do whatever things come up for you that you need to do, but let the universe and let Mother Mary bring you what it is you need right now. Not necessarily what you want, but what you need. What is going to be absolutely 100% right for you at this time. So it will be a miracle because heaven is involved, you know. So you've sent your prayers. You've said continue to pray, continue to meditate, continue to follow your inner wisdom, and you will get there. And allow the universe and Mother Mary to bring you what you need. But have faith that your prayers have been answered, your needs will be met, and not to worry, that things will sort themselves out. Okay, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And take care, and I will see you next time.